Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim, the chapter of Mohammed, also called Fight. In the name of the merciful and compassionate Allah, and those who misbelieve and turn invoke from Allah's way, He will make their works go wrong. But those who believe and do right and believe in what is revealed to Mohammed, and it is the truth from their Lord, He will cover for them their offenses and set right their minds. So it's not Mohammed, it's Muhammad. No, Ed. Muhammad. Mud. Set right their mind. And that is because those who misbelieve follow falsehood, and those who believe follow the truth from their Lord. And thus does Allah set forth for men their parables. And when you meet those who misbelieve, then striking off heads until you have massacred and bind fast the bonds. And it's one of the two great verses about beheading. Of course, the rest of it makes it very clear, and the context makes it very clear. This isn't battle. It's not. We don't like what you're doing. You don't like somebody's belief or practice or something like this, and you just go and chop off their heads. Islam it doesn't do that. But in the middle of a fight, and somebody gets a limb cut off, Surah 8:12 talks in the same way. But only an idiot or an abject liar is going to pretend like there's commands to just behead the disbelievers or something like that, just because they're disbelievers. Then neither a free grant or a ransom until the war shall have laid down its burdens, but if Allah please, He would conquer them, but that He may try some of you by the others, and those who are slain in Allah's cause, their work shall not go wrong. He will guide them and set right their minds, and will make them enter into paradise, which He has told them of. O ye who believe, if ye help Allah, He will help you and will make firm your footsteps. But as for those who misbelieve, confound them, and He will make their works go wrong. And that is because they were adverse from what Allah has revealed, but their work shall be void. Have they not journeyed through the land and seen how was the end of those before them? Allah destroyed them, and for the misbelievers is the like thereof. That is because Allah is the patron of those who believe, and because the misbelievers have no patron. Verily Allah causes those who believe and do right to enter into gardens beneath which rivers flow, but those who misbelieve enjoy themselves and eat as cattle eat, but as the fire is the resort for them. How many a city stronger than thy city which has driven thee out have we destroyed, and there was none to help them? Is he who rests upon a manifest sign from his Lord like him, the evil of whose works is made seemingly to him, and who follow their lust? The similitude of paradise which is promised to the pious, in it are rivers of water without corruption, and rivers of milk the taste whereof changes not, and rivers of wine delicious to those who drink, and rivers of honey clarified, and there shall they have all kinds of fruit and forgiveness from their Lord, like him who dwells in the fire foray, and who are given to drink boiling water that shall rend their bowels asunder. Some of them there are who listen to thee, until when they go forth from thee, they say to those who have been given the knowledge, what is this which he says now? These are those whose hearts Allah has set a stamp, and who follow their lust. But those who are guided, He guides them the more, and gives them the due of their piety. Do they wait for aught but the hour that it shouldn't come to them suddenly, the conditions thereof have come already. How, when it has come on them, can they have their reminder? Know thou that there is no God but Allah, and ask pardon for thy sin and for the believers, men and women, for Allah knows your return and your resort. Those who misbelieve say, why has not a surah been revealed? But when a decisive surah is revealed, and fighting is mentioned therein, thou mayest see those in whose heart is sickness looking towards thee, with the look of one fainting in death. Preferable for them were obedience and a reasonable speech, but when the matter is determined, then if they believed Allah, then if they believed Allah, it were better for them, would ye perhaps, if ye had turned back and had done evil in the land and severed the bonds of kinship. Now, so now we have the reasons for the two titles, from the context. Verse 2 mentions Muhammad by name. It's the third of 4 verses in Quran like that. And you have the meeting on the battlefield of the fight, and you have the command to fight mixed in with the word Suwrah, which is the 9th and the 10th mention in the same verse. But the fighting is to stop the tearing of the bonds and the evil in the land and whatnot. It is these whom Allah has cursed and has made them deaf and has blinded their eyesight. Do they not peruse the Qoran, or are there locks upon their hearts? Merely those who turn their backs after guidance that has been manifested to them, Satan induces them, but lets them go on for a time. That is for that they say to those who are averse from what Allah has revealed, we will obey you in part of the affair, but Allah knows their secrets. How will it be when the angels take their souls, smiting their faces and their backs? Again, smacking the faces and spanking people isn't a punishment in this world, that we're allowed to do criminally. Some weird people have twisted this passage way out of context, but angel as in the light beings. That is because they follow what angers Allah and are averse from His goodwill, and their works are void. Do those in whose hearts is sickness reckon that Allah will not bring their malice forth? But did we please, we would show thee them, and thou shouldst know them by their cognizances. But thou shalt know them by their distorting their speech, and Allah knows their works. But we will try you until we know those among you who fight strenuously and the patient, and we will try the reports concerning you. Barely those who misbelieve and turn folks off Allah's path and break with the apostle after the guidance that has been manifested to them cannot harm Allah at all, and their works shall be void. O ye who believe, obey Allah and obey the apostle, and make not your works vain. Verily those who misbelieve and turn folks off Allah's path, and then die misbelievers, Allah will not pardon them. Then faint not, nor cry for peace while ye have the upper hand, for Allah is with you and will not cheat you of your works. The life of this world is but a play and a sport, but if ye believe and fear Allah, He will give you your hire. He does not ask for your property. If He were to ask you for it and to press you, ye would be niggardly, and He would bring your malice out. Niggardly means stingy, by the way. Here are ye called upon to expend in Allah's cause, and among you are some who are niggardly, and he who is niggardly is but niggardly against his own soul. But Allah is rich, and ye are poor, and if ye turn your backs, he will substitute another people in your stead. Then they will not be like you.